Good morning and welcome to Salamu Alaikum News.
Today, the most recent news about Israel, Egypt and Syria.
In other news, groups in the Middle East, North Africa and Europe agree on violence. Here the complete report with Luis Steiner.
According to Palestinian and Egyptian officers, the Hamas group says the ceasefire is imminent. The Israeli government didn't confirm it.
In the United States, Secretary of State Hillary Clinton will travel to Jerusalem, Ramallah and Cairo to discuss the conflict in the Gaza Strip, as reported by the White House. Earlier, Israeli conflicts stated that the meeting between Clinton and Netanyahu will be today.
In Cairo, the Mohammed Mahmoud festivities left 40 people dead and at least 61 injured. Here the complete news with Alejandro Linares.
Gaza crisis. Hamas says ceasefire imminent. Egypt's President Mohamed Morsi, who has led mediation efforts, said he expected Israel to end airstrikes late on Tuesday. Israel has not confirmed this, but has put plans for a land invasion on hold. It also said that an Israeli soldier and a civilian had been killed by a rocket fire from Gaza. The death of the soldier in the Eshkol area is the first reported Israeli military fatality in the latest flare-up of violence, which began last week with the killing of Hamas military leader. Israel says that assassination and its subsequent offensive aims to end rocket fire from Gaza. The Israeli civilian who died on Tuesday was working for the defense ministry and was killed in the Negev desert. 3 Israeli civilians died last Thursday in the Israeli town of Kiryat Malanchi. Gaza's health ministry says that at least 130 Palestinians, many of them civilians, have died since last Wednesday.
I'm here in Beersheba, next to Gaza, but now I'm receiving a call by our news correspondent that is in Gaza. Go ahead.
Thank you, Luis. State Secretary Hillary Clinton is coming to Jerusalem, Ramallah, and El Cairo to talk about the conflict in Gaza. Hillary Clinton was with President Obama in Cambodia, but she was sent with a sense of urgency. She will first meet Benjamin Netanyahu, then with the Palestinian Authority's representatives, and then with the Egyptian president. She won't speak to Hamas. Her mission there is to talk to the main characters of the conflict and try to reach a solution, but first a ceasefire.
Thank you. Now, in Tunisia, NGOs from Middle East and North Africa, the region MENA, decided to share methods without involving violence in order to participate in the political transactions that are developing in the zone's country. They named this settlement Democratic Transition in MENA regions. The Congress gathered a lot of citizen movements and NGOs from Morocco, Egypt, Iran, Syria, Algeria, Tunisia, Lebanon, Bahrain, Iraq, Jordan, and Yemen, and from Europe, France, Italy, and Spain. Tunisia's President Nabila Hamza said that this dialogue is the only way to advance in the political process, because there are modern Islamic parties that will help us to reach our goal and reach the most problematic regions in a proper way. Thank you. Back to you.
Demonstrations began on Monday, on the first anniversary of the street battles that left more than 40 people dead and continued late into Tuesday evening. Protesters threw stones and petrol bombs and policemen fired back with tear gas beer shots. One wounded protester was on a life support machine. The clashes began on Monday, when demonstrators attempted to remove concrete barriers that have sealed off roads to the Interior Ministry since last year. Among those injured were a number of policemen. Security officials said they had arrested 19 people. Last November's clashes became known as the Mohammed Mahom events, after the street near Tahrir Square of which they were centered. Those clashes began after security forces experienced a sit-in organized by the families of those killed during the uprising and toppled former President Hosni Mubarak in early 2011. The unrest lasted for 6 days and was marked by the particularly fierce tactics used by riot police. It came as protesters pushed for Egypt's then military rulers to hand over power.
Thanks, Luis.
Thank you, Alejandra.
Thank you very much. This is everything for today.
Tomorrow we'll be back with more news about the Middle East and Maghreb.